Hi, I'm Stephen Frick, the CEO of Trade a Favor, and I'd like to show you around our Facebook application. Trade a Favor lets you trade anything with anyone and everyone on Facebook. It's based on 4 easy steps that are represented here in our top nav. List it, find it, match it, and let's trade. With TAF, you list the favors you're offering, then you find the favors you want. You match one of the favors you're offering with one of the favors you want, and then you trade with the other person on the Let's Trade page. As you follow these steps, notice that there are many help buttons along the way. To get instant help with any area on any page, click the nearest help button. Once you have a few different trades going, you'll understand why the Match It page is the home page of the application. But to start the process, the first thing I'm going to do is click the List It tab. I'll offer editing as one of my favors. I'm using major keywords in my title and keeping it short. In my description, I am very specific about the what, where, and when of my favor. I'll get the best offers from other people by addressing these key points as succinctly as possible. I've also indicated where I'm flexible so my negotiations will be smoother. When I list a favor, I have control over who sees it in the Trade a Favor community. Editing is something I can do anywhere for anyone, so I'm not going to limit this favor's audience. But if I were offering guitar lessons, for example, I would probably limit it to my networks to keep the favor trading locally. Once my favor is listed, I can find it in my active trades list down here, where my most recently listed favor is always in the first position. I've completed the first step, so I'm going to continue to step 2, finding a favor that I want. I'd like to get an iPod shuffle for the car, so on the Find It page I'm going to enter the keyword iPod and see what's available. Notice that I can restrict my results by Facebook Trade Circle just like I did when listing my favor. Also, every time I log on to Trade a Favor, I'd like to see the latest search results matching this keyword on the Match It page, so I'm going to check this box. It just so happens that Trade a Favor's co-founder, Amanda Barile, is offering an iPod shuffle. Notice that below the TAF results, Facebook Marketplace results are also listed. I can click on any of these to invite the seller to trade their iPod with me instead of selling it. Clicking on Amanda's favor loads its details up here. I can see that her iPod is in good condition, and by clicking on the Trader Info button, I can see that her stats and previous trades indicate a positive history on Trade a Favor. I can also see the other favors Amanda's listing, and clicking on any one of these will load that favor's details back in the Trader Info panel. I want to trade for this particular favor, so I'm going to click the Match It button. That will automatically take me to step 3, where I will select one of my favors to match with Amanda's iPod shuffle. The Match It page features TAF's trademark favor wheels. The bottom favor wheel is mine, and it shows all the favors that Amanda is allowed to see. The top favor wheel loads Amanda's favors and automatically displays the favor I just found. The goal of step 3 is to come up with a favor match I can suggest to Amanda. If I decided now that I wanted her business card design instead of the iPod shuffle, I could scroll to that favor and its details would show over here. Similarly, I can scroll to any favor in my favor wheel and pick the one I think is the best match for her iPod. My copy of I Am America and So Can You was about the price of a used iPod shuffle, so I'm going to suggest that first. By clicking Let's Trade, I have created a pending trade. On my side, I can find this in my pending trades list on the Let's Trade page, where it will stay pending until Amanda agrees to trade with me. On Amanda's side, she receives a Facebook notification that I've suggested a favor match, and the next time she logs on to Trade a Favor, she sees my favor in her dibs list, which shows her all the favors other people want to trade for one of her favors. Amanda clicks on my favor to check out its details and to see which of her own favors I'm offering to trade for it. My favors load in the favor wheel above, and it automatically displays the favor I'm offering. Amanda's favor wheel loads her iPod, so she knows which favor I want. If Amanda liked this match, she would return the favor by clicking the Let's Trade button, and that would start us trading. But Amanda's already got a copy of this book, so she checks out the other favors I'm offering. Amanda's got a blog, and she hates proofing her entries before publishing, so she decides to make me a counteroffer, her iPod shuffle for my editing services. When she clicks on the Let's Trade button, the ball goes back into my court. I get a notification that Amanda has counteroffered, and it's the first favor in my dibs list when I log on. I click on it to see the favor match she's countering with. I'm happy to do some editing for my new iPod shuffle, so I'm going to return the favor by clicking the Let's Trade button without adjusting the favor wheels. Now that Amanda and I have both clicked the Let's Trade button on the same favor match, we have created an active trade. I'm automatically taken to step 4, where we'll negotiate the details of our trade in a hosted chat. Amanda has received a notification that I've returned the favor on her counteroffer, and she finds this trade now in her active trades list. Our chat doesn't have to occur simultaneously. I can leave Amanda an opening message to get the ball rolling. But I can tell from the status message here that Amanda's currently logged on to Trade a Favor, and sure enough, within a few seconds, we're chatting live. Both of us have described our favors clearly, so all we need to do is work out the specifics. Amanda wants me to proof a certain number of her blog posts in exchange for her iPod Shuffle. We agree that I will edit 10 of her blog posts in exchange for the iPod. Once we've settled the what, we quickly move on to the where and the when, tracking our progress along the way by checking these boxes to indicate when we're satisfied with each point. I can see the boxes that Amanda has checked, and she can see the boxes I've checked, so at any given moment we both know what the open issues are. When the what, where, and when details are worked out, each of us agrees to deliver our favors to the other as negotiated, and the trade moves from our active trades list to our agreed trades list. When I receive the iPod Shuffle from Amanda, I click on our agreed trade to indicate that her favor was delivered. To complete the trade, I rate Amanda's favor and leave some feedback about our transaction. As soon as Amanda does the same for me, the trade will move into my completed trades list, where I will be able to reference it in the future.